Do you teach how to avoid taxes with LLCs owned by private trusts?
Mm, that's a little, um, we would most likely have you change the categorization of the LLC. Um, because you can do business as a foreign private business. And it's a lot easier to deal with taxes. Now, the thing with taxes is you can't not pay your taxes. Well, you can not pay your taxes, but you can't not file your taxes. Well, they don't explain the difference between what those two things are. Okay. So they tell you, oh, income tax, income tax, income tax. They don't tell you what income is. They never tell you what income is. And you're so naive, you don't look it up. Income is anything over what you agreed to do the job for. So if you have a salary job and you make $38,000 a year, and that's what you agreed to do, to make $38,000 a year, and then you make $38,000 a year, none of that is taxable. But when the job sends you that Christmas bonus, guess what that is? That's income. Not your whole salary, just the overage is income. So a lot of people don't understand that. Another thing too is that when you're maneuvering into trust and estate entities, you have to do your taxes differently. Because if you're putting money out there and you're not getting that money back in the form of a return, you're not filing your taxes properly. So you have to know what method you're going to use for your trust to do their taxes. But the trust uses a different tax form. The strawman uses the 1040. The trusts and estates use a 1041. So if you're doing your taxes, you're filing your taxes as the estate or as the trust, you usually are going to want to use the accrual method, because that way you can take every receipt that you put in the money into commerce, take all those receipts, you sign them, you send them back in, you get the return. So it then becomes everything that you spend in a year, you get back. As long as you have receipt for it, you get it back. No transaction is complete, even if you do a discharge. Say I A for V'd my house. Well, at the end of that tax year, you better file that on your 1041 so you can get that. I don't know, how much was the house? $380,000. You want to get that back at the end of the year, right? But that's not going to happen until you understand that it's a figure eight. It's like the infinity symbol. All credit initiates from the Treasury, and all credit must return to the Treasury, right? To your account. So if you're not getting your Treasury check for the refund, then it's getting stolen somewhere, it's getting stopped somewhere. And if it's getting stopped somewhere, there's only a certain amount of time that you have to claim it before the company who's waiting for you not to claim it has the opportunity to claim it under abandoned funds, and then you lose that credit.